Hey Yetis, it's Mr. Smith. I am home this afternoon with a sick daughter, so thought I would make a video just to give you that final piece of information about our challenge hike, which is this Friday, Mount Quandary. It is going to be amazing, so let's get you a little more information. Yes, Quandary is here in Blue River, right up the road, and it is a mandatory student activity. All students are expected to participate. However, what we say is it's a challenge by choice. And so while all students are expected to participate, how far they go, we ask them to challenge themselves, to go just a little bit further than they think they can. And as always, for our Friday afternoon activities, families are welcome. We'd love to see you if you want to join us on this great day. So transportation to the trailhead, we have an early group that's going to meet at the school at 6:45 in the morning. We're going to load buses and depart at 7 a.m. If you want to drive to the trailhead and meet the early group, we ask that you're at the trailhead at 7:45 to start that hike. We will then take the rest of the students who show up to school for regular start time, and we'll load the buses at 8:15. And if you want to join that group and you're going to drive and park there or drop somebody off there, we ask that you're there by 8:45 in the morning. And then, like I just said, you can park up there. We moved the date back a little bit so that parking is free, and there should be no restrictions on parking for that particular day. So the Snowy Peaks Challenge hike, we talked a little bit about this, but the goal is for us to do something together in nature and to challenge ourselves to build our character. So what we ask is all students are going to make forward progress until 12 o'clock. At 12 o'clock, no matter where we are on the mountain, we're going to turn around and head back down so that we can make it back to school on time. So students have been asked to set a goal, whether they want to try to make the ridgeline, goal 1 there, the saddle, or the summit. So students who really want to make the summit might want to consider going with that early group, though it is not a requirement. We definitely have students who go with the 8:15 group, leaving school, who make the summit. As I already mentioned, all students are going to turn around at 12 o'clock and head back down. And then students who finish early can start making their way back to school in buses or get picked up by a parent starting at 12:30 that afternoon. And buses are going to leave the trailhead to head back to school at 2 o'clock. Okay, so to be prepared, make sure students have sunscreen on. We'll have some available, but it's really important that they put it on. They need all medication that they may need that day, an inhaler. Any medication that's kept at the school, we will have in our possession in backpacks during the hike. Students need to make sure that they're dressed warm. It's been chilly in the morning, especially up here in Blue River. And dress in layers so that they can peel as it gets hotter, and as you get closer to the top, you're going to want to put layers back on. We ask that all students bring a backpack, and they should not have any of their school stuff in it. There is no need to take a Chromebook or books up the hill. It should only be stuff they need for the hike. Bring a water bottle with lots of water. We're gonna buy some water for our students, but we're hoping everybody will show up with the water to reduce the amount of waste that we have for that day. We'll have snacks, but students can bring snacks as well, and then lunch. So all students should have a plan for lunch by this point in time, and we'll have 60 school lunches ready for our students. Hiking poles if they want them, and then just a reminder, students should not bring things like speakers or hammocks or any other things that would distract from our engagement with nature. We are allowing students to have cell phones and AirPods or some form of headphones to keep the music only there. And then most importantly, bring their positive mental attitude. So as we leave Quandary, no students can leave before 12 o'clock, and really at 12:30, that's when we're going to start letting students boogie out of there, because the expectation is students are making forward progress until 12 o'clock. So students can take the bus back to school. They should leave the same way they came, though. Students can get picked up at the trailhead by a parent, but you're probably going to have to set that time beforehand, as cell phone service up there is extremely limited. So make sure that you set a time beforehand, and our student drivers obviously can drive home. So things that we've asked you to answer on the Google form, and just maybe a good check-in with your student one more time, is how are they getting to the trailhead? How far are they trying to make it? Do they have a plan for their water, snack, and lunch? Any family members going to be joining us? We welcome you. It's going to be awesome. And then do you have a plan for proper clothing, hat, sunscreen, medication, and proper shoes? And you do not need hiking boots for this. You can hike in comfortable shoes. And then how is the student getting back to school or getting home? Okay, that's all I got. That is my cell phone. So one really important thing, I will be driving down from the trailhead to cell service periodically throughout the day. So if you need to get a hold of your kiddo or me or a staff member, please text that number. And like I said, every so often I'll come down to cell service to make sure I'm checking for messages from parents. I think that's all I got for you. Let's make it an awesome week and an awesome hike. We hope to see you soon. Thanks.